Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about some of the recent price action on Bitcoin, and we're going to talk about some altcoins, what kind of position they're in right now. So let's begin. All right, yesterday we had this wild wick where we had the price basically push way up. I actually opened a short about 89 200 or something like that, and I had the stop loss up at 90,200, and it literally perfectly hit my stop loss, turned around and ran right back down. So I was just opening a little short-term short here because I was thinking that we are going to get rejected around this price in here, and this seemed like some crazy manipulation. I saw a bunch of stuff on X about like Binance and Coinbase and all the market makers. I think I reposted it, so let's just look at that real quick. But just basically a bunch of what just happened? What just happened? Hold on, sorry. I clicked my name and apparently that went back to Google on here. I'm trying to. There we go. Okay. So we had some other news actually about Google, and they partnered with Hut 8. Of course, one of the only Bitcoin miners that I don't hold. So they had a nice like 30% pump, and then it got retraced a little bit. But this is what I saw here. Wintermute and exchanges went all in before Trump's announcement. They bought a bunch of Bitcoin, and I didn't repost the other one. Anyways, they ended up turning around and selling it all back. I'm pretty sure it was him that posted it. Anyways, yeah, there we go, dumping it. So there we go, they bought it up and then they dumped it all again. There was low liquidity on the book, so it was easy to move the price up and down. Now we do have CPI today coming at 8:30. This reminded me of that, so that is going to be probably adding some volatility again today. I did open along at about 86,240 after getting stopped out on my short here. So I have a long that I added here. If you do want to do any leverage trading or sign up for a new exchange, right now Bitunix has a nice promotion for all of December with my channel, so it is some nice bonuses for depositing some money on Bitunix. Amazing exchange. Big fan. Coinbase also announced some stuff about trading stocks and prediction markets, so that's kind of cool. I do have an affiliate link below for Coinbase if you want to use it. Yeah, that's what we got going on for Bitcoin short-term price action. You can see that we're kind of holding this bottom price at about 85,700. I'm still expecting the price to come back up. We surprisingly didn't take this liquidity at 90,700. I thought that's what this was going to push right into eventually. I still think we're going to get up there and grab some of this higher liquidity all the way up to even like 98,000. There is some liquidity down below at about 83,000, which is a little bit closer. So we could easily sweep this first and then move back up to take the top liquidity, or we could take the top liquidity, sweep back down as well. We could even see a rally up to the bull market support band of about 102,000. So I think those moves are highly likely anywhere in this price section. If we go to like the daily, let me clean up the chart a little bit. If you go to like the 12-hour actually, there is some bottoms I have marked here. So we have a bottom at 80,500, another bottom at 74,434, all the way back from the tariff tantrum spill here in April. So these are bottoms that are very important, and there's usually a lot of liquidity sitting right under these. So it is always possible to sweep some of these. So we could even sweep 74,000 and then move back up into the bull market support band at about 102. I still am thinking it's a low probability that we make a new all-time high in the next 6 months. You can see the Camel Finance Indicator is saying that we're going to see a major 4-year cycle bottom somewhere in this phase. Obviously, it's a huge box, basically all of 2026. But I am still expecting, if history repeats and the 4-year cycle is still a thing, I still am expecting a bottom somewhere around October, November, December of 2026. So I am still looking to reduce my crypto holdings over the next month or two here if we get some pumps, and I will be looking to hold cash for a little bit, expecting we have some sort of a recession. And the unemployment rate is up to 4.6%. That is a big hike from, I think it was like, let's see here, monthly. Where are my dots? Where are my dots? There we go. So it was a pretty big move up from the 4.4% to 4.6%. So if you look at like the chart I have here, I added Bitcoin on here. There's not much useful information when you look at unemployment rate versus Bitcoin because we haven't gone through that many recessions as Bitcoin has been alive, right? So we have not gone through that many recessions. You can see in the 2020, it was like a very quick recession, right? It was just a massive sell-off for assets and a massive spike in unemployment that kind of just went right back down with supply chain and all that stuff. So, but historically, this purple line is pretty much anything above this is like entering into a recession. If you get below it, the bottom unemployment rate's like 3.47%. But a lot of people with AI and all that are saying that unemployment rate is going to continue to go up repeatedly. While I'm on this tab, gold and silver as well. Let me get rid of the Bitcoin chart. Gold and silver as well are trying to make new all-time highs. Silver in new all-time highs. Gold in trying to make a new all-time high. Still bummed I closed a bunch of my silver trade about $50, so didn't expect that one to continue moving so much. I did have a really nice copper trade that I opened here, and then I closed I think right about here, so I should have held that one a little bit longer. I've been getting really good entries, but not very good exits on a lot of assets recently. So the other things is like some of the stocks, the crypto stocks are just getting absolutely destroyed over the last couple months here, last couple weeks really. So even just the last like 3-4 days on Wolf, it's down 30%. Iran down 57%. I expect to see some bounces from some of these though very soon. So if you have any brokers, stock brokers, and you want to look for some more crypto related trades, a lot of these Bitfarms down 65% after rallying 700%. So I do expect these to see some nice bounce along with Bitcoin. Bitmine Immersion Technologies is Ethereum play. This one is kind of broken down from this channel here. So I'm expecting these to do quite well over the next month or two, especially if you get some good entries like right now. So that's what I'm kind of expecting there. Now let's talk about altcoins. So ETH Bitcoin chart. This one's obviously very important. It is kind of rejected at the bull market support band. We're still holding this orange moving average. Again, if you want to use these moving averages, all you got to search is DHYT. And grab this 6 moving average bull market support band indicator, and there's a bunch of customizable free indicators here that you can use. We're at this one right here. We could also even come down to this line that we've broken out of and retest it, but it looks like ETH Bitcoin is right on the verge of showing a lot of strength here. We did try to break above the bull market support band. We are above this moving average. Again, if we just look at ETH also, you can see that ETH is not as far below the bull market support band, I don't think, about 17% versus Bitcoin, which is, let me clean up this chart a bit here. We're already on the clean version, which is it's about the same, I guess. So ETH was showing some strength here, and then, obviously because it was pretty close to the bull market support band, we have seen a little rejection there. So that's what we got going on. We did beat the final boss and then sweep straight back down to the downside. Now let's talk about Litecoin. So again, Litecoin is showing some weakness definitely recently, but there is this very long-term trend. If I zoom out here, we look at the monthly chart. Let me show no indicators here. You can see that historically we are still like basically on bare bottom pricing. So I still think that we will see a move to the upside. There's been a lot of just consolidation down here recently. So we had the ETFs come out, and then basically price just kind of stagnated. So this one, it just seems like a very low risk play, short term or even really long term. I just don't see the price breaking much below, $65 ish. So, there's a lot of upside room for stuff like Litecoin, and even like, it's wild, like DOT has just continued to go down and down and down and down. I mean, we're looking at $1.80 DOT when DOT was, at one point worth, I don't even know, $70 or something, $55. I'm pretty sure it went even higher in a previous cycle, but yeah, about $50 down to $1.80. It's insane the kind of pain that altcoins have had. So that's another thing. If you look at total 3, you can see on the daily here, we're kind of breaking down to this historical support area down in this area. If you draw some of these lines here, you can see that these are also, unlike that, kind of coming through this area right here. So drawing some lines through these wicks down here, you can see we're kind of at the bottom here. Another really interesting chart is Where is it? Others divided by ETH. So this is the strength of others, which is all the altcoins, all the crypto coins besides the top 10. So again, others is the market cap excluding the top 10. So this is like altcoins here. Others divided by ETH. You can see it has been just bouncing at this 0.53 level repeatedly. So I'm thinking maybe we see a move for others. I think what it would happen would be a Bitcoin would move up, others would move up more. And even against Ethereum. So again, we've never really seen any sort of an altcoin season. If we also look at the USDT dominance, this one is also a very important metrics, right? As I've said many times, green boxes are for buying, red boxes are for selling. If we get into this box up here, that's like the ultimate bear market buys. So we're kind of on the verge, you know, and if we do start closing above this, we will move into this area, and this will kind of also prove that we're in a bear market. So we do want to see this price come back down and hopefully get into this red box for one more exit this cycle, and that's what I'm kind of hoping for. You can also look at it USDT plus USDC, and it looks kind of similar. This one actually looks a little bit worse. Interesting. So if we go to this one, that's about the same. So support there. Yeah, it does look like it's a little bit worse on this one, which is kind of interesting. Bitcoin dominance is another one. It has been moving up, and it is trying to move above the bull market support band. We did try to move it here. You can see we did try to move above it, and then it got rejected and went back down. So maybe we'll see something similar. It does show that we'll have a low about January 10th. On the Camel Finance indicator. So we'll see what happens here. I am expecting Bitcoin to get a move up and altcoins, and no one is expecting it right now. Fear and greed has been at like historical lows. You know, it's been quite insane for the fear and greed, right? Extreme fear for many days now, weeks even. We even went back to, go to like the 3 month, we even went back to the 10, 11 on the fear and greed index. Let's check FOMO Finder real quick, because this is another really good one. I like to check the sentiment here. FOMO Finder even was in the purple, which is, what is it, panic, I think. And that kind of, you know, when you have panic and extreme fear, it's usually a great time for buying. And we did see some more panic here. If I kind of zoom in on the chart here, we've seen some panic over the last couple days and weeks here. So it's usually always been good buying when you're in panic and extreme fear. It's always been really good buys. So I think still short-term entries are really good in this area. Again, long-term, I still think that we are going to be heading into a bear market over the next year or so, but we are trying to get some sort of a bounce, and I am expecting to get a bounce. This is actually one of the first times we've got a bull div. This little teeny green triangle here is a bullish divergence on the 4 hour. So that's a good sign as well, because you can see last time we started getting these, we saw a nice move up. Obviously, we started getting them in here, and we still saw a drop. So again, as I said, a drop is still possible, but I still think we will get a short-term move up. That's going to be it for the video. Again, if you want to sign up for Bitunix, there's an amazing promotion right now specific to this channel. So if you do want to sign up for Bitunix, use that link. It helps me out, helps you out, reduces your fees, and you get some nice money back when you deposit some money on the exchange. So if you do want to do any short-term trading, it's a good way to do it. And that's it for the video. You can also just buy spot. They have really low fees. You can buy spot, and it's very easy to sign up. All you need is an email address. You can do KYC if you're in America as well if you want, but you don't have to. So that's it. Have a great day. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. See you guys.